Alright, so here we are with Dwarf Fortress. Let me just give it a little bit of industrial ambience. Let me also pause it. So let's take a look at where we currently are with our Dwarf Fortress and what our plans are going to be. There we go. There's the sounds. Now, as we have been digging rather dark and deep, I've already just set up a little central area where we're going to be putting in all of our workshops, and then I've already set up some farms and a little pen for our animals, as well as a little food stockpile, and then I've got a separate little series of workshops outside and a leather works inside. Tiki, calm down. Calm down, bird. And these, you will get attention in a moment. You just had my attention. Stop. Sorry, that bird is not my bird, which is why I don't feel quite as free to just sort of have him around and loose. You know, I've got a couple of cats here, and should anyone accidentally open that door while that bird is loose, that will be the last I see of that bird. So he's gonna stay safe in his cage for the moment, and he'll hopefully not badger me the entire time, which it looks like he will. But currently just finishing up the mining here. We're going to set up some quarters for our bookkeeper right there. Well, rather his office. We're not doing private bedrooms yet. If anything, /maybe just start off by lining up a whole bunch of beds along that back wall and turning that into a dormitory slash common room until we can get the whole idea of a giant meeting hall and bedroom floor worked out. Luckily, there's already quite a bit of hematite and what's this? Or malachite, which I believe is copper? Yeah, copper. Alright, so we've got some ore, we've got some copper, iron, we've got some copper, and we're going to need to mine out all of the iron and start, smelting and processing that. Let me put, we don't have any doors yet? Jesus fucking Christ. When in doubt, check your carpenters to see if they've been just craft stores. There we are. Some doors. You know, I'm not actually a fan of the doors, and now that I'm no longer in the stoves, I feel pretty comfortable saying that. I don't get the appeal. If you are a fan of the doors, and you do get the appeal, don't write me. Don't comment at me. Just stop and review, your life and why you're so obsessed with defending a band that hasn't existed for so long, that is already acclaimed huge success and popularity. Like, no one cares if I don't like them. Most people do, apparently. Or at least enough people do. Luckily, the largely unknown pop star Pop act. Fuck, I messed it up. I can't even do the Ariana Grande joke. Thanks, Karsten. Alright. So, let's just see if we've at least got a chair. There we are. We've got a chair. And let's put a little table, because I can't remember which one is responsible for making an office space. Wow, I really went ham on this whole ambient track, didn't I? This is hard to talk over. Reminds me, actually, it does effectively remind me of the north side. All the giant hulking factories and ports of the port district at night. Which means that I guess it's effectively done its job. Because those things do remind me of dwarves, you know, in a sort of modern way. Alright, now we finally got a door. It's probably going to be a wooden door. No, it's limestone. Oh, we did have hazel. Oh well. So, which one make... yeah, make study. Assign to the expedition leader. Hell yeah. Now if we go over to bookkeeper, change those settings to highest precision, he will now only basically ever be working on those counts of items, and he'll become pretty good at it. The only problem is that you know, he's a skilled and talented musician as well, so I probably don't want to waste him only doing those activities when I could have him, you know, make friends and keep everyone at ease. Then again, the problem with friends is that once, you know, a friend in Dwarf Fortress dies, which inevitably they will, everyone's gonna go batshit. That was one of the darker things I've had to contemplate now that I think about it. Don't let them make friends. They'll only lose them. Alright, needs a statue. Craftsdorfs. No, I don't want to decorate with shell. I want... Are they responsible for statues, or am I misremembering this? Make instrument. Make a sarab. No, I don't want you to... rock. Statue. Not here. Maybe it's under craft stores. Yeah. Oh, it is. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Did they not also have statues? I can't make a wooden sculpture. I guess not. Keep. Modular synthesis really got to my brain, it turns out. Wow. I wonder if that's way too loud on your end, or if it's just on my end. Let me turn that down on my end a bit. Yeah. Alright. That's better. That's a lot more acceptable. Speaking of that, okay, I'm okay with my volume. Previously, I had the gain turned down on my mic way too far, and my levels were terrible, and you could never hear me. Also, for some reason, live streaming only works like half the time with Atom RPG, so I've got like 3 or 4 live streams where you can see literally nothing. It's just me talking, and sometimes the audio doesn't work either, so it's just nothing for like an hour and a half. Which is really disappointing, because Atom RPG deserves a lot of love. It's a wonderful game. Everyone should play it. You know, at least everyone who's interested in RPGs. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it's not capturing that. Alright, we're good. So, let's take a look here. There's all our food supplies. Leatherworks. Okay. Has the rest of this been built out? Yeah, we have the butchers. Kitchen and fishery is still going up. Tanner's shop is already done. Still, we're gonna need to just brew some more. And farmers. Let's just milk animal. Shear animal. Spin thread. Make cheese. We'll see how much of that we can actually do. I can't remember the way that making cheese exactly works, like if you need just dairy or if you need anything else. Because I mean, for God's sakes, the process for making lye and potash just to, you know, fertilize your fields is already ridiculous. Why wouldn't the process simply involve animal waste or something? Why do we have to, you know, burn something and then burn that thing and then burn that in order to come out with the chemical equivalent of some nitrogen for the soil? Actually, is potash even rich in nitrogen? Or am I just stupid? Let me look that up. Potash. Alkaline potassium compound. Does not contain potassium oxide. However, the small amount of potassium Alright. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what I read. It seemed pretty conflicting. Like, I guess it's just potassium, what, carbonate? Yeah, potassium carbonate and potassium chloride. Except that there's like a million different things that are referred to as potash that are different combinations of either potassium hydroxide or carbonate or chloride or chlorate or nitrate, and they all have different purposes. What nitrate, potassium nitrate, is also a potash, which apparently does not get its name from potassium. Does potassium get its name from potash? Etymology. Yes, okay, potassium does get its name from potash. Okay, do you say potash or potash? The universal phonetic alphabet is not really helping me out there much. And let me just gather some more plants, just because, you know, there's no reason not to. Get some more seeds. Alright. Get some of that action going. There is really no excuse for you to have no job, and for you, you fucker, you better take one up. Let me look at Dwarf the therapist. And so the doctor, what does he have available? Useful skills. Mostly surgery. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's make him a farmer. Maybe at least a burner. Lye making. Yeah, he can mill. Press. Well, why not? Can he milk? Sure. He can make cheese. He can gather plants and process them. He can brew and cook. He can probably butch, tan. We'll say he can fish. I mean, someone here is good at fishing, right? Yeah. Fish dissection, fish cleaning, furnace operating. Everyone. There we are. Commit changes. Boom. Alright. Now, if I take a look, yeah, everyone's got a job except for this one rando, and I'll say he can fish, because someone's got to build that fucking fish thing. Alright, no, he's just going to fish. Did they build it? Needs any fishing. Are you fucking kidding me? These dwarves are worthless. Alright, let's go in here. How's my man doing? Update stockpile records. Let's just check out how you are as a person. Well, as a dwarf. He was uneasy after being unable to pray to Iden moisten submerges for too long. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to deal with their religious needs now. Make totem. Yeah, sure. Make a few totems. Make some rings, sure. So I'm guessing we're gonna need some paper in order to do that. Yeah, sheet, scroll rollers, and with the book, written on choir, book binding. So yeah. Totem, instrument pieces. Ah, yes, we're gonna need some keyboards. So rune roll, I believe, is one of the keyboards we do not have. So rune roll, keyboard. Now, my bookkeeping and noble dwarf is, in fact, amongst other things, let me just make sure that that I'm thinking of the right person, or dwarf, god damn it. If I go over here to general, he is, in fact, yes, novice poet, novice reader, but he is a skilled speaker, an adequate dancer, and a competent musician because he's good at the keyboards and stringed instruments. He's quite proficient at a few instruments. He's master of the Poet of Silk. Maybe I'll have to... Is there any way I can read about that? It's actually been a while since I played Dwarf Fortress, so I don't know what has been added to my ability to view here. Is there any way I can actually see the music? Points, routes, nodes, squats, military, items and buildings, view units, Vocations and occupations. I mean, would it be under civilizations? Whoa, this is different. A short trip. So okay, so this shows you population around 10. So this is like, okay, so it shows you the distance. Oh, this is such a nice new feature. Inaccessible from your location. It's got about 100. No contact. More than a day's travel. No contact. So the farthest thing away here, 3 days travel. Elven Forest Retreat. 3 days travel. That didn't really answer my questions about music. Speaking of that, I guess the ambience just ended. And because this isn't gonna be monetized and probably not, I'm not even gonna upload it, I feel comfortable playing this completely illegal music. No, I don't. That was a bad idea. I've got more ambient. I can do that. Yeah. Let's do that instead. Ambient sense. Ambient sounds. There we go. Now this is more like, I don't know, Christmas than it is dwarfiness. No, I'm not feeling that. We're gonna go with something properly dwarfy. Fortress, SoundCloud. Alright. Wait, did I get... Oh shit. Tell me this didn't... Oh, god damn it. Okay, so we got a couple of new arrivals, so I'll have to deal with them pretty shortly. Alright. But, oh yeah, Simon Swirr. Let me turn down his stuff until it's acceptably quiet. Alright, so woodworker is pretty useful. Labor preferences, scraps. You know what? You're gonna be a woodworker. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. I feel like in real life, giving someone who's not expertly skilled the task of gelding animals might be just a monstrous one for everyone involved. Now we're going to get probably a couple of new arrivals. Keep. Deek. So this bird, he's a good bird. He's just not too plussed about the fact that he has to stay here with me. He'd rather be traveling with his owner, but sadly, the FAA, I believe it was the FAA responsible for the decision, but they ended a policy wherein, you know, even certain emotional support animals had to be taken on planes as a result of, you know, shit like the peacock lady. Though I have to wonder, you know, how much of that was just they wanted the policy to end, so they supported news reports about things like the lady with the peacock. Yeah. I mean, because that's how those things always go. If there's a huge focus on the news on really weird fluff pieces that don't really reflect general trends, there's a combination there of human interest and a policy directive. Like, anytime you hear about, like, oh, those kids on those wacky new drugs, it's because they're trying to ramp up the drug war on drugs, and they know that they're losing. And that's really across country, you know, like, it's not just in the US that they do that, they do that sort of shit everywhere. But, let's see how this is going. Alright. So, it looks like we took on... Oh, ew, we took on children too. 4 of them, oh my god. So luckily I don't think we created a lot of value, so most of the people we took in were just babies. But babies do things now. They don't just watch around, they play make-believe. Is there a cat there? Outside of your window? Let's take a quick moment. Speaking of that, around 12 I'll probably have to let the little kittens out. But we'll deal with that when that time comes. Alright. So obviously, Ranger. We're gonna need to give them full hunting. Oh, no, they've got it. And why are they doing nothing? Are there just no animals around? There we are. Give some farming abilities. Alright, so now, hopefully, I believe... Yeah, we've got a few farmers, which is important, because, item inaccessible. What? Is he trapped or something? Oh no, he's eating. Alright, so whoever's idle right now, I guess I'm going to give you cooking. Yeah, the Ranger, you're now going to be a full-on cook. Kiki! Kiki! Sorry that I'm encouraging him. I just want him to realize that I do care about him and his well-being. I just... Alright, so yeah, now they are both hopefully going to start actually doing work. Yeah. Construct building, yeah, so one of them's going to be out there and actually building that kitchen, thank God. But now that we've got enough, you know, plump helmets being, farmed, and this is almost all cleared out, and our one noble is actually, you know, done his job mostly. So let's actually check the stocks that we've got here. Created wealth, 7,676. Okay. That seems actually oddly high, but whatever. Barley, bitter with leaves. Oh, sorry, bitter vetch leaves. Yeah. Stone. We've got some stone. We don't have much of this stone in an actual, we don't have a stone stockpile yet, because, you know, until I get some wheelbarrows, that feels like a giant waste of time. In fact, I'm gonna have to build some now, I think. Oh, let's also build a bookcase, because why not? Couple wheelbarrows. Couple bins, and then we'll just get on barrels and buckets. So far so good. Oh, and it looks like we finally have some furnaces here. Okay, good. So we shall make a little bit of ash and some charcoal. A lot of charcoal, in fact. Let's just repeat on the charcoal. And let's also repeat on that barrel. And after we've got some charcoal, you know, eventually we'll quit on that. We don't want to burn through all of our wood. But it will be important to at least get some bins so that our food can actually start, you know, being stockpiled properly. This feels like a really bad idea now that I think about it. We're gonna go back to ambient. Yeah, there we go. This feels dwarfy anyway, you know, in its own horrible way. I'm not pleased with how this one turned out. I might just go back into VCV rack and make another ambient patch before the next episode, if I ever do another episode of this. If you guys like it, you know, just leave a comment, leave a like, leave a hate mail, whatever you want. Totemable body part. Horn. Okay, so they need horn. I see. Well, yeah, you're not going to find that anytime soon. But yeah, go ahead and make some keyboards. In fact, let me just take a look at my expedition leader, see what his skills are now. He is a dabbling persuader, a novice judge of intent. You know, he's alright at conversationship, but he's how is he at actual note taking? Okay, he is talented. I don't remember exactly what level that is. Note. that's level 6. Oh, that's pretty good. I feel pretty confident about that. I mean, he's going to become masterful pretty soon, I'm sure. It's a lot of work doing all of those notes. Statue. Let's put one here. Yeah. But let's start just putting some beds really quickly. I make this a skeevy little dorm. Tiki. Was that really called for? Crazy bird. Heckin' crazy bird. Alright. Honestly, that should be good enough. And then I'll just declare it dorm. I mean, they're not all going to be sleeping at the same time. And if they are, that's their fault. So, let's see here. Okay, so nothing wood related has been done. How many carpenters do I have? Rock table. We probably need some drinks. Like, what currently do we have? In terms of drinks, we have... What was that, liquid? Yeah, no. Would it be under... There we are. How did I not see that? Okay. So we've got a lot. We can probably just... There we go. Finish that one up, and then we'll just go easy on it for a little while. Now the point of having a statue there is so that you can actually, oh, there we go. I think it's done. Make it a sculpture garden. Boost. Alright, it not designated any locations. We'll make it a... We'll make it a temple for now. Oh shoot. It looks like they're all pretty evenly split. Moist and submerges is just water though. Trees, chaos. Water sounds good. And obviously we'll probably want to get started on another statue, another few, and we'll just plop those down on the other sides. You know, just set up an actual statue garden, an actual temple. So, yeah. And then eventually, I'm going to want to, well, actually, just pop down the designations for it now. I'll obviously want to go on some ways with that. And each one will be a little room. Now, yeah, 8 rooms at first is not really that good. We probably want I mean, 10 should be enough. Twelve should be enough once that time comes. 12 little rooms. That won't be enough. Fuck. I mean, a couple of these people will just be, you know, couples, so it won't be quite so bad. But it's better to be over-prepared, since, you know, in the span of time needed to construct this, there will be, I'm sure, floods of migrant dwarves, which is always, you know, we're gonna have to be ready for them before they actually arrive. And just one of these should be enough to, yeah, make a bedroom. There we are. It's a big thing. Is going to be, yes, a dormitory. There we are. Now, people just generally go there to sleep. And then eventually we'll fill out all of those, and we'll probably break down those beds, or keep them around for, you know, incoming waves. But at some point I want to get started on the tavern. And what we'll do for the tavern is I'll also make this separate. Quite a large space there. Little storage there. And we'll have some, yeah, we'll have like a kitchen there. these are all kitchens. This is storage. And here we would have I'm not sure what else goes into taverns. I've never had to build a tavern in Dwarf Fortress yet, so this will be my first. But yeah, I'd like a very large sort of space. And I'll eventually, you know, each one of those will have internal doors, and the whole thing should be pretty well safe and well stocked. I'll probably have to add a couple of farms in order to really achieve this, but I'm feeling pretty confident about it. The only problem with kitchens is they don't give you seeds afterwards. Alright. Now, how again do you make paper? Okay, so we've got a loom. We probably need a clothier shop. Limestone blocks. Bowyer's workshop should have been done a while ago. I still don't have a metalsmith's forge. Down here you go. Yeah. Limestone, not ash and charcoal. Speaking of that. Yeah, actually, yeah, leave that on repeat. We only have one apparently. Construct rock throne, charcoal. Alright, so we should be overall pretty good. We're in a solid position. People just need to actually do things. Oh dear. Poor Bumblebee. Do we have actually anyone working? Woodworking? No, they are busy fishing. Okay, so I might take away at least one of the fishers of men. Yeah. PL. Yeah. No, you'll just be cleaning fish for a while. We'll change that later maybe, but for now we've got priorities. And you are now also going to be, there we go. Hopefully that did not change whether or not you can do masonry. In fact, if I go to stonework, okay. So I know mining and wood cutting compete, but I wasn't sure if carpentry and masonry compete. It's been a while. This bird has a weird relationship with bells. I can't tell if he likes him or hates him. Much the same way I can't tell if he likes or hates me. He seems quite ambivalent at the moment. You know, birds, especially parrots, can be quite a bit moody. And he's a conure, which means that he's particularly moody, especially since I'm not his actual owner. Charcoal. Yeah, let's just make some hematite into iron. Oh, and with the glass furnace, do we have any sand? Is this what, sandy loam? Can I not see? Yeah, sandy loam. Does that mean I can get sand from it? That's a good question. Let me just... do that. Because if I can get sand, I want to just start popping out some glass items pretty soon. By a buzzard. Interesting. Has anyone built the boyers? No. Ranger. Why are you not a crossbow maker as well? Get with it. Get with the times. Alright. Alright. So, if we take a look here. Yeah. The limiting factor will be the amount of charcoal that's already been produced. Jeweler's workshop. Oh, hell yeah. Make some bloodstone. Yeah, cut some bloodstone gems. Just repeat that. And then more in. Cut that. Yeah. So we'll just cut as many of those gems as possible. Make some little trinkets that eventually we'll put into a trade depot. And by the way, I should have gotten rid of this a while ago. X, slated for removal. I don't believe I actually have any animals I can shear. I'm not sure. If I go over here, pets, livestock, like, can you shear a one-humped camel? I don't know. Probably not. No creature. Yeah, no shareable creatures. Alright. That's okay. We're going to be fine anyway. Even if our dwarves are all naked and starving. Speaking of that, they better not be starving. Or thirsty. So. Oh, brew drink from fruit. That's exciting. I didn't know we had any fruits. We are out of all that, so let's do some cave wheat. Let's do some plump helmets. Out of pigtails. Well, we'll do plump helmets. Now the thing about those other ones is that hopefully as people eat or brew through the remaining material, they will make some more seeds available. Okay, so they're making some more wheelbarrows, so hopefully finally people move a little bit faster. Wheelbarrows radically increase the speed of haulers. construct rock throne, wooden wheelbarrow, plant seeds, sleep, sleep, sleep. And yeah, they're going to sleep in the dorms, so hopefully a little bit happier. Yeah. Like if we look at this guy, I need some more excitement in my life. Ooh. How many what are your relationships like? Friends, you worship somebody. If I go over here to the expedition leader, what do you dig? You just got some friends, so you're good. Okay. And in fact, if I go over here to the craft store's workshop, we can now start compiling some of those in... Oh wait, can we not? Did I not make all of the parts necessary? That would make sense. Rinroll keyboard. But how many other parts are there in a Rinroll? I have a keyboard. I need a chest, pipes, and bellows. So if those are not instrument pieces, yeah, where is the chest supposed to be? Mid-sized handheld ceramic. Oh, leather bellows. So that's why. Ober, tiny handheld ceramic pump. Send water into a chamber. Oh. How's that tiny? Large stationary metal stringed instrument. Okay, so essentially we need to get onto the old kiln, collect clay, make a rinroll chest, yeah, make a few of those. If I can force all of these guys to start playing the organ, it'll be just like real life. Instrument piece, and we don't have any leather. Darn it. Do we? I guess we've never butchered anything. I mean, if our hunter is actually hunted. Have any of them built the Boyer's workshop? No. Because they are too busy sleeping. Well, once they wake up, if they eventually built that. I mean, I think I've got a crossbow around, so they're just not going hunting. Which is odd if we've got buzzards. But oh well. using mugs, so that should make them a little bit happier, as opposed to just walking around trying to sit directly from the still. Yeah. Herbalist. Novice poet. Well, we've got to boost all of that. Good at a few instruments. Keep! Alright, so they need a clay collecting zone. And I don't know if we have any clay on the map. I think we've only got sandy loam. Oh well. Keep! Yeah, the two miners are drinking and sleeping. Hopefully once they've done that, they'll go and at least clear out that little zone there. And then we'll just start collecting some sand and loam from there. Or sand from there. Keep! 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 Alright. Yeah, construct rock throne. I don't know how much I've currently got. Alright, yeah, just a few more thrones and then... Wait, do I not? I know that I have people on these, except maybe on mechanics. We'll deal with that later. But at least now I've got some iron, so we should be good. Alright, are you going to be like this until you get a chance to be on the show? Is that this? Is that what this is about? Step up? No? Step up? No. Well, I'm not sure what this is about, and I can't really help you out. Can I? Ugh. Birds. I'm more of a cat person. I mean, he's a sweet thing. In as much as he's an asshole. But, ultimately, like, personally, I'm just more in tune with, cats. I get them better. Alright. Any progress at all? In fact, let me just set up a really quick little clay and sand gathering zone. Just right here. This is... oh shit. It's got neither. X. Is there any sand? Or am I going to have to import sand and clay? Oh, shite. Alright, you, for example. There. Now I should at least get my buildings finished. Looking through, and overall, I feel like we're looking pretty good. They're just, they move pretty slowly. I just gave you a job. Are you telling me that you finished? Oh, you did. Well, make some mechanisms. There we are. Good. And now that we have some ore, key! Stop. That's a bit more like it. And let's also build this kern somewhere up here. Hopefully we'll get the furnace done and we'll calm down and everything will just get a lot easier. In fact, if I go over here, I've got all the furnaces really. Metalsmith's Forge, as well as, I guess that's it. I thought I had some sort of blacksmith. Must be wrong. Must just be thinking of the Metalsmith's Forge. Because, of course, blacksmithing only refers to working with iron. Hence the black part of it. What is everyone doing? They are fishing, they are planting, constructing wooden bins. Ah, someone's building. Okay, good, good, good. What is he building? Oh, he's building the kern. that's good. Are we going to... Yes. Mill some plants. Actually, wait, let me find out if milling plants will actually destroy the seeds. And I believe this is actually a natural spot to make a break. Thank you again for watching, and if you'd like... Oh my god, Tiki? Calm down. I know for a fact that there are no cats for you to be yelling at. Anyway, if you'd like to see another episode, just leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, smash that. I'm kidding. If you want me to do this again, I don't care. So please don't beg me to. It'll just make me feel guiltier when I don't. So, thank you. And have a good day.